Hey guys, what's up? Mike Locke here. So in this video I want to go over some logo design presentation tips and ideas. Something that you can do when you're designing logos or presenting this to clients, whatnot. Um, Sometimes I browse Dribble quite a bit just to get some ideas and to kind of get inspired by some of the cool designs that I see out there. And I've been noticing, if you look at this logo, I've been noticing a lot of designers, when they present their logos on Dribble, they'll present it with the logo but not on a flat background. They'll sort of give you a nice colorful, maybe nice gradient textured background. Same with this one. You don't really see it too much on the video here, but it's sort of like a dark gradient, radio gradient, and it has like a little soft texture in the background. So it really adds some depth to the logo rather than just presenting it on a flat surface. Same with this one here. You can probably see the textured logo here, or the textured background, and this one as well. Really nice logo, but you see the texture in the background and the presentation really adds to the logo itself. So what I thought is, I was playing around like, why not design your logos, or when you design your logos, present them in a similar fashion. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to do it in Fireworks, but you can do this in Adobe Photoshop. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off with a 500 by 500 canvas. Okay, go over and grab your square rectangle tool and just draw out a rectangle. Alright, and what you want to do is select your rectangle and you want to give it a gradient. So come down here in the properties panel, select gradient, and we're going to do radial gradient. Okay, now when you present your logos, you want your background to be somewhat dark, because logos presented on a dark background makes the logo stand out a little bit more better. So what you want to do for your gradient here, you want to select a dark color on the outside, and your inside color you want it to be just a tint, just a shade lighter than the outside color. Alright, so for example, let's go over and click our paint bucket tool. We're going to edit our gradient. Let's just choose like a dark orange like this, and the inside color you want it to be just a lighter version of that outside color. So it's a very subtle gradient. Alright, now select your box. We're going to add a filter to it, some noise. So you come down here in Adobe Fireworks, down the properties panel, you're going to click filters and you're going to add noise. Alright, now you probably don't see it on the video here, but you want to bring your noise down to about number 2. Okay, 5 is a little too much. Maybe 3 or 2. 2 is better. Can't really see it, just gives it a subtle texture to your background. Okay, let's go over here and lock our background, and you can just draw or just create your logo on top of this. Alright, so for example, let's just draw a little shape here, make that. And what you want to do when you present your logo, you want to make sure your logo is white. Okay, so whatever you do here, you want that to be white. Let me just draw out a tree here really quick. Like a little Christmas tree or something. And I'm going to knock that out, punch that out here. Okay, so here's your logo. Let's add some text, tree, moon. Let's just make that text larger a little bit. Just make that one thin. And then we're going to do like Tree Moon Productions or something. Just a little quick example of a logo. Now, you select your text and your object here. You don't want to, you don't want to present it in a solid white like that. What you want to do is you want to lower the opacity down just a tint. Okay, so you it sort of blends in a little bit more with your background. Okay, so you can play around with that and lower it however you want. You can lower these two here. Okay, now, so you see how it sort of, the background presenting your logo like this sort of adds to the presentation. So for example, let's just unlock our background, copy and paste. So we have two. Let's just change the color here. Let's just go with like a dark green or something. Let's do a dark blue. So that's a kind of a cool color. What you want to do, make the middle section just a little bit lighter. Alright. Alright, so you see there's your two colors, and depending on what color you want to use, let's just do another one. Let's do black and gray. You can always go with the black, with a soft gray, or a darker gray here. And there's your logo. Alright, so you have it, all those different colors, and your logo is presented on a nice textured matte that adds to the presentation. So when you present your logo, you can present it in a way that sort of gives off, sort of adds to the logo, and then your client is sort of enticed to think, hey, that's a cool logo, and it presents well. So hopefully this tip was helpful. You can add this to your process, and go over to Dribbble and check out some of the logos there. Just do a search for logos or logo on Dribbble, and you'll find a bunch of different logos, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.